West Lafayette firefighters have officially gone on almost twice the number of runs than usual since the annexation went into effect in February. News 18's Brittany Tyner joins us now with a breakdown of the numbers. Brittany?
Dan, since February, West Lafayette firefighters have gone on 670 runs. Last year, during that same time period, they went on 373, almost 300 fewer runs. The fire chief says the new annexation is part of the reason, but not the only one. When the alarm sounds, the West Lafayette Fire Department goes. It's added up to 670 runs since February's annexation.
West Lafayette Fire is actually responding to multiple calls at the same time. About 11% of the time we respond to more than one call at a time.
The response number is up nearly 300 over the same 4-month period last year. Chief Tim Heath says much of the reason for the big jump is a new software system which is more accurate in reporting every time a fire truck leaves the station, even if it is turned around before it arrives on scene. Heath, who is in Boston for a campus fire safety conference, says taking on the annexation has really been seamless. He says most of the annexation is farmland in the new US 231, but some businesses have added to the number of runs.
We've had several calls to the new Meyer store. Their gas stations had a couple fire alarms go off, and that's normal with a new building and a new alarm system. We've had responses to Menards, so that's some of our growth is just automatic alarms to some of our new facilities that we've picked up.
Heath says response times have not changed. Kevin McCombs with the Wabash Township Fire Department says firefighters had to get used to hearing those calls at Meyer and Menards get dispatched in their old territory and staying put. He says even though they lost a lot of territory, their runs have increased too.
And our numbers have not dropped at all. We're actually up by 100. So we're looking at pushing 1,000 runs this year, which is up by 100 from last year for us.
Both men say the two departments will continue to work together.
People will still stop here and say, hey, there's an accident down the road. So just advise them that West Lafayette's en route and maybe send a truck down there just to investigate while they get over here.
It's brought us, the departments, closer because we realize there's more training needed. Those would be the only deficient areas. Is it's opened our eyes to what we need to do training-wise and where we need to go.
Chief Heath says these numbers do not include the Purdue Fire Department's numbers, although they do share dual response areas, including Wang Hall and the Sugar Hill subdivision. Brittany Tyner, News 18.